Day 14, Freedom in the Holy Spirit. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 17. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. We've already established that our bodies are vessels of God's Holy Spirit. That means being a vessel of the Holy Spirit, that God has granted us freedom. But what exactly does that mean? We must expand and see the full scope of this remarkable word. We must look at the true freedom that God gives in contrast to the false freedom of sin. Sin attempts to entrap us with a promise of freedom. Sin tells us that if we follow its ways, we can do whatever we want, calling that freedom. But when we follow that trail, we end up becoming tangled in our actions, and it ends up not being freedom at all. Instead, we become slaves to sin. The freedom we receive from the Holy Spirit is the freedom to live lives uninhabited by evil and pain that sin perpetuates in our lives. As followers of Jesus, we have freedom to follow God unattained by the perverting nature of sin that separates us from God in the first place. A life of freedom in the Holy Spirit is a beautiful life indeed. Don't fall for the false freedom that sin offers. Instead, embrace the true freedom that Jesus Christ so freely gives and be filled with the Holy Spirit.